what? It's time for episode 276 of Magic the Amateur.
That's right. You're listening to a podcast that's for people returning to the game of Magic, learning the game of Magic, getting better at the game of Magic, just having a good old Magic time.
Welcome. My name is Maria, and I'm one of your hosts.
My name is one of your hosts, and I'm a Meghan.
Wow. Can you imagine? What luck that you were named one of your hosts, and you ended up hosting a podcast.
I know. It's almost like I was born to do this.
Incredible.
In fact, I was what was created when two microphone engineers combined ideas.
Wow, I thought you were going to say got married, but no, you were just born of the very
of
thought
ideas, exactly.
of like, if we could create the perfect host in our minds, this is what it would be.
No one tell Maria, but I'm not a person. I'm a cloud of sentience.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I heard what you just said, so I know what you are.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if you're a human or a cloud of sentience out there, thank you for joining us on the show today. We have so much cool stuff to talk about. We had a very busy weekend down in Texas.
Yes, we did. And every Texan finds that accent you just did offensive.
I know, because I did it on coverage, and chat was not pleased with me.
Well, they were correct. You can say opinions can be right and wrong, but their opinion is right.
I also said that I wanted people to drink, lemonade on my porch, and they were like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's sweet tea. How dare you?
That's also true.
And I was like, yeah, good call. It is sweet tea.
Yeah, it
really messed up on that. But yeah, we were in Texas for Grand Prix Dallas-Fort Worth playing some Dominaria Limited.
Yep.
For like a good old-fashioned good old time.
Living the lie of Dallas-Fort Worth. We were just in Fort Worth. We weren't in both of them.
Why is it called Dallas-Fort Worth?
Well, it's called GP Dallas-Fort Worth because it's that general metro area, but we were only in Fort Worth.
So it'd be like...
No part of the GP took place in Dallas.
What about so it'd be like Grand Prix Minneapolis-St. Paul or Twin Cities? Would be in the same
I think
thing.
they just call it, but they just call ours GP Minneapolis.
They do. Weird.
So why do they call it GP Dallas-Fort Worth?
Because they're trying to make it sound all cool, because like Dallas is a cool city or whatever. Ostensibly.
Well, that's an interesting theory.
Yeah, we're going to talk about all the things that happened, because we saw Sealed and we saw Draft, and we have a much better understanding of the format now. Some really surprising stuff as far as I could tell from what I saw happening out there on the floor. So we'll update you with that, as well as tell you what we've been drafting.
Yeah, I've got to tell you about my sick draft moves.
Ooh, yeah. Your sweet draft moves.
That's right. When I hit the dance floor, you're all going to be amazed by my sick draft moves.
Look at her crack that pack, crack that pack.
Crack that pack.
And slide it back.
Everybody do the pass to the left.
Pass to the left. Pass to the left.
Anyway.
Yeah, I would do that dance. Oh my gosh, now I want to make a music video of how to draft correctly.
It's the Cupid Shuffle, except it's the draft.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, what's the Cupid Shuffle?
What?
I don't know that.
2 hops this time.
Oh, that's called the Cupid Shuffle?
I'm pretty sure.
I didn't know.
I might be wrong, and then in that case, I'll be embarrassed. But I think I'm right.
All right. We're going to make that video. It's done.
Yeah.
It's happening. We got a new segment for you on the show today as well. Just really quick. It's going to be the top 5 things you need to know in Magic this week going forward. What you need to know if you're going to F&M, if you're playing kitchen table Magic with your friends, if you're headed to a GP, or even the Pro Tour. These are the 5 things to keep in your back pocket so you are up to date on what's going on in the Magic community.
That's right. Then we're going to, like we said, tell you about that drafting.
Yes. And we're going to have a new segment as well where we just give you our true feelings about some of the cards in this limited format.
That's right. It's called What Is This Card? Except with a different intonation.
Before we go any further, thanks to everybody who supports the show on patreon.com/MTAcast. Thank you so much for your support. You keep this boat afloat. You keep these podcasts coming out of your cat's mouth. You keep us sitting in these chairs and not just, on the floor somewhere recording into like a blade of grass. And, we're just like under the sun and we're sweating and nobody can really hear us.
And there's not an umbrella even to protect us from the shade.
No.
And no one put sunscreen on.
No, it's very dangerous.
Were you not here, there would be a hole in the hull of that ship.
Mm-hmm. There would.
It would be bad.
It would be a U-sized hole. Not like the letter U, but like...
That's definitely what I pictured. It was like a U. And then I was like, a submarine torpedo-sized hole, like a U-boat.
No. Why owe you a U-sized hole? If you're not a patron yet, we have a U-sized hole in our hearts for you. Please
That's
consider donating. It's just a little as $1.25 an episode is what it comes out to, but we do so much more than just
cents
these.
per day. And if you're like, oh my goodness, it's so much work to become a patron, I have to go to patreon.com/MTAcast, sign up for Patreon if I'm not already signed up, and then click on my pledge amount. Do you know what? You do so many things that are so much more difficult every day because you're amazing.
Accurate.
You're getting those things done. You can do this also. We believe in you, and we need you.
We would love to see you become a part of our family in May. Start your spring off right.
That's right.
Thanks to cardkingdom.com/MTAcast as well for being an awesome sponsor of this show. We love them. They make super sweet tokens with your orders. They ship super fast. They've got a blog. They've got cool products. We just did a battle deck battle on our YouTube channel.
That's right. As Dr. Seuss once wrote of a battle deck battle.
That's all I could think of when we were recording.
Battle deck building battle. But we didn't build them. So it wasn't a building battle decks
battle.
Building
Big
battle.
building battle. No, just a battle deck battle.
Yes.
On the battlefield.
That's right.
And I played a pants deck, and Meghan played a pristine control deck. You can check that out at our YouTube channel, youtube.com/MTAcast, and pick up those battle decks too. Like, you can get as many as you want and just choose one and battle it with your friends. They're $10.
Battle.
What can you buy for $10 anymore? Not a tire.
Puffy Cheetos.
Not a single tire for
Could
a car.
you ever buy a tire for $10?
Probably at some point.
If you know the history of the cost of tires, please tweet at us with the hashtag $10 tire.
Because, at some point in time, a car cost $100, right? Did
it?
I don't know.
That sounds too low.
Well, how much did the first Model T cost?
That sounds like inflation hyperbole.
Perhaps. But I just really don't know how much the first Model T cost.
I literally have no idea.
If you know the answer to that, you can use the same hashtag $10 tire, because we need to know.
$10 tire.
We really, really need to know. What you need to know this week.
That's right. Or as Maria has abbreviated it, WYNTKTW.
Yeah.
Great.
It's a really nice acronym.
Exactly.
Just rolls off the tongue.
What didn't tickle what? What didn't tickle tool?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
That's it.
Nice.
Perfect.
So starting off with number one.
Number one, Grand Prix Dallas-Fort Worth happened.
That's right.
Somebody won it.
Robert Brown,
and it was his first ever Grand Prix he ever played.
That's right. His first ever Grand Prix. And if you're just like, what's the other hot Grand Prix gossip?
Yeah.
There's GP Birmingham coming up this weekend, which is one of those 3-day GPs.
Yeah,
where
double
it's
event.
Legacy and then Standard.
Cool. So if you're a Legacy fan, check that out.
Yes.
Because it's going to be both.
Which Birmingham does it mean? I'm not sure.
UK.
The UK one?
Yes.
That's nice.
Could have been Alabama.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, so that's pretty cool stuff there. We'll talk more about DFW coming up in the show.
I feel like when Magic talks about Birmingham, it's almost 100% of the time.
Yes.
Birmingham, UK.
Yes.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. Because there's never been a GP Birmingham,
Has there?
I don't think so.
If you know that there has been,
US.
please tweet us with the hashtag $10 tire.
Yes! I was hoping you would do the same one. Great. Number 2. This is a PSA.
Yes.
About Teferi.
That's right. In case you had not heard, when you're using Teferi's +1 ability, where you draw a card, and then on your end step, you untap 2 lands. Because of the way that card is worded, you must untap 2 lands.
There's no choice here.
Yeah, so if there's a later turn and maybe you didn't cast anything that turn and you didn't tap any lands, you're going to have to untap your opponent's lands.
Yes.
So go ahead and just, even if you didn't tap anything for any reason, tap 2 of your lands so that you can then untap them and you're not untapping your opponent's lands.
Yeah, it's a very strange thing.
It is a very strange thing. But hey, do you know what? Right now, that's just the way it is.
That's the way it is.
Don't get caught untapping your opponent's lands.
Number 3, Baral in Brawl.
That's right.
Whew,
Kicking butt.
This guy is just
Yes.
mowing down every other deck in the format in Brawl.
Left and right. And straight across, because that's the way multiplayer works.
24 out of 32 of the Magic Online decks in the 1v1 Brawl Challenge were Baral decks. That's how busted this card is in
Oh,
Brawl.
boy.
Not good. And a lot of people are calling for the ban. He got banned in 1v1 Commander apparently after 6 months.
Wow.
So
We'll see.
We'll see what happens
Maybe
there.
that's incoming.
Yeah.
I was like, swiftly. That was my swiftly incoming.
Swiftly incoming.
Swiftly.
Yeah, I
This is
have-
not a poetry meet.
Meat?
That's just the word that came to mind. I was
I would
reading
go
a
to a
book that
poetry
included
meet.
track meets, and so I was just like, that's what happened.
Poetry meat.
A poetry meet.
I would love it if you had a track meet and then at the end of your run, you had to recite a poem.
poem?
You had written while you were running.
Oh, wow.
So it's like a decathlon, but like it's
Yeah.
different multi-format.
Yes.
So running, say your poem, and then like knit a hat.
Keep running. Oh. I thought we were going like the real decathlon, which is like the
yes.
skiing and shooting and skiing and shooting and skiing and shooting.
That's all they do?
Yeah.
Just those two?
I believe, or is that biathlon? That would make more sense. That's because it's two things.
Wait a second.
It's two things.
Well, we just made a triathlon,
Well, yeah.
so
That
think about
already
it.
exists.
Number 4.
Yes. What was the third thing in our triathlon?
Knitting a hat.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, so you have to be very skilled.
Yes. Number 4.
Battle Bond.
That's right. There's some sweet lands.
Yeah, so we got a little peek of Battle Bond, some of the cards that are coming. It's the two-headed giant format, made exclusively for 2HG, and apparently its genesis was one of Magic's designers waking up in the morning and texting the other one, hey, what if we made a product exclusively for two-headed giant? That seems to be a popular format. And the other person saying, oh yeah, maybe we should do that.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we should do that.
Isn't that crazy? I love to hear
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
So we have so far these dual lands, and it says these lands say they enter the battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. Isn't
All right,
that cute?
so these are great for Commander.
Spire Garden is the red green. Sea of Clouds, white blue. Morphic Pool, blue black. Luxury Suite,
Really? Is black red? I love that. I love
and
that.
Bountiful Promenade.
Green, white.
Yeah.
Luxury suite.
I don't know. I'm not the person.
That's
I'm not the person.
Great. I was
makes
like going to
it.
say, I thought about this before. They're going to start running out of names for dual lands, right?
Yeah.
At some point, and luxury suite.
Will they? Wait, will they? Or I bet, okay, what I want someone to do is like they've done the, like, Robo Rosewater, I want someone
Yeah.
to train an AI just on the names of dual lands.
Great.
And then you can have a dual land name generator.
But wouldn't it just
Where
recycle
it just
them?
pops up words. But you also teach it words.
Okay, so for instance, like
I don't
luxury
know how
suite
robot work.
could like turn
Robots
into
work.
what's a black red land? Blood skull
Dragon
suite.
Skull Summit.
Dragon skull suite.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I'm in.
Or Luxury Summit.
Perfect.
Which is also the name of the racehorse I'm backing in the Kentucky Derby.
Ooh, luxury summit. Fingers crossed. By the way, more Battle Bond news on the way. How do we know that? We'll never tell.
We know.
And number 5.
That's right. Guess what? This one is a little bit tooting our own horns.
Toot toot.
I was gonna go with like an air horn noise, but then I forgot how an air horn sounds.
It sounds like
Bow, 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 bow,
yeah.
bow.
You know how when if anyone's listening in their car and you hear like a siren noise in the thing that you're
hate
listening
that.
to, it is the worst.
I'm not gonna tell you the song that I hear that most often in,
Oh, okay. Why?
because it's not a good song.
I hear it like, they'll put them in like in news reports or something and I'm like,
Yeah.
anyway, so hopefully there's no air horns. Air horn noise doesn't do the same thing for you.
Bow, 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 bow. You're not like, oh my god, am I at a sporting event?
I'm at a basketball game in my car. I did not ask to be here.
Is my team winning?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah.
The third Dominaria lore video is done. The completely and
Unquestionably
accurate history
history.
of Dominaria is out. So go watch the trio of them. They
Yes.
are delightful if we do toot our own horns.
You can see them on Magic the Gathering's YouTube page. There's all 3, all discussing, showcasing, I don't know, retelling the history of Dominaria from back in the day, done drunk history style if you're a fan of that.
Bringing
Go
it
check
to
'em
you
out.
like a pie to your face.
Absolutely, as everything should be. So yeah, go check them out. They're super
Absolutely.
cool. And that's what you need to know this week.
WINTKTW.
Hey everybody, let's talk about Grand Prix Dallas-Fort Worth, or as we should say, Fort Worth.
That's right. Do you know what no one talks about enough is how it's right by the delightful Fort Worth Water Gardens.
Yes, those were cool.
They're beautiful. It's one of my favorite things.
It's a bunch of like multi-level waterfalls that were man-made. It's pretty
like
neat.
Giant sculptural waterfalls.
Yeah, and also 10 minutes away from the Cheesecake Factory.
Yes, by foot.
By
so,
foot.
There you go. Yeah, we could have included that in the things you need to know.
Yeah, by the way.
We know for a fact that Brazilian pro player Paulo Vitor Damo de Rosa's favorite chain restaurant is Cheesecake Factory. It might be his favorite restaurant.
I think it's just his favorite restaurant.
And he said it slightly edges out Olive Garden. So now, aren't you glad you know that?
Wow, but it made me think about our favorite chains too, but we both picked burger places.
We did, which we were later told was like a cop-out.
Well, whatever.
I agree. Shake Shack rocks. Anyways, we were talking about GPDFW.
Yes, it was Dominaria Limited. We got to see Sealed and we got to see Draft.
Yes. Maria, what struck you about Sealed?
Okay, so thing number one, which has been said by a lot of people at this point, the format can be grindy and slow.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of pro players like it, because they like time to set up to do their crazy, whatever their deck is trying to do. And it makes it a lot of fun because you can do a bunch of various strategies and don't have to worry about being killed on turn 3. Mm-hmm. And a lot of decks that we saw there, I would say more often than not, were 3 colors.
Yeah, it's true. Tons of 3-color decks.
Yeah, and
4-color decks. All the color decks.
It was crazy. Like every round, I'm like, well, this one will be 2-color, and it just like never was.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got Grow from the Ashes, which is an all-star fixing card. Mm-hmm. And we've got Skittering Surveyor. We spoke of Skittering Surveyor's praises. Skits for president last week.
Mr. Skits.
Continues to be great. People are playing Navigator's Compass, with which LSV famously proclaimed never play this card. But look, sometimes you have to.
I mean, but maybe then you just should. Question mark?
Well, you know, you've got to fix your mana somehow.
Do you?
Well, I mean, if you're playing 3 colors.
Well, okay, then you do.
Yeah. But that was like the number one thing overall that I noticed from Sealed was it was general. I think I maybe saw one attempt at a fast deck that Craig Wesco was playing, which was red-white auras, which was pretty cool, but it didn't perform well on camera. Maybe it did better the rest of the rounds. He did end up, I think, 7-2 going into day 2 with it. But generally, for the most part, very slow, very grindy, trying to set your deck up to do some cool things. The coolest thing I saw, there's 2 really cool things.
Okay.
Number 1, you witnessed this, I believe, Sam Eilenfeld, friend of the show.
Like 1 million Mishra's replicators.
Yes.
Self-replicators.
His deck was super cool.
Yeah, it was.
It was set up specifically to make use of Mishra's self-replicator.
He was even playing Mox Amber.
Yes, he was.
Holy
Holy
bolus.
He went all in.
That's right.
And it was awesome to see that deck happen, because you kind of saw it play out and you're like, what's happening? What are all these cards? Oh, yeah. I get it.
I will say, so there were a couple of undefeated decks on day 1 that were 2-color.
Oh, okay.
Like there was a white-blue deck. There was a white-black deck. White-black, real popular color combination. BT dubs.
It's very powerful. It's got the best removal.
Yeah, it's so good. It's got so much removal.
We saw somebody, who was it? Stephen Pierce, I believe, on day 1, was it? Was this his deck? Where he had History of Benalia and then also... oh gosh, I can't remember every night in the entire set, and was just pumping them up, and it was crazy. I'm getting
that was in the top 8.
Oh, okay. I'm kind of getting messed up at
that was the player who won. Robert Brown had a almost mono white deck. He was splashing red for like 3 red tricks. And his deck was like 3 Knight of New Benalias and like History of Benalia and 2 Call the Cavalries. It was all about those pony boys.
Those pony boys.
Those pony boys.
And the other coolest thing I saw in Sealed was Andrew Ellenbogen playing a Mirari's Conjecture deck.
Oh, nice.
Which is the saga that on Chapter 1, you return an instant from your graveyard to your hand. Chapter 2, return a sorcery. Chapter 3, the next time you play an instant or sorcery this turn, or when you play one this turn, you copy it.
Are you sure that also wasn't draft? Because he did draft a deck like that in his second draft on day 2.
Maybe it was in draft. I'm getting all messed up. Either way, it was a sweet deck.
It was really sweet. There was a turn. Yeah, there was a turn where when it hit the 3-1, he kicked Grow from the Ashes.
Oh my gosh.
So he went and got 4 lands, and then he kicked
cast
a Wizard's Lightning and a Divination.
And Divination.
So he really went to town with that.
Oh, it was
great.
excellent to see.
Stories abounded also of players winning with Lich's Mastery.
Yeah, we saw that happen.
Yeah.
Matt Nass won with a Lich's Mastery on the battlefield. A little controversial if you even needed it. But who else did it? Sam Black.
In fact, Matt Nass was playing it out of his sideboard because Sam was like, hey, this card is actually playable. There's apparently a game where he had it in play and he kicked a Krosan Druid. So he gained 10 life. And so from that, he draws 10 cards.
That's the enchantment that you have that it has hexproof. And whenever you lose a life, you have to either exile a card from your graveyard, lose one for your hand, or sack a permanent.
And if you sack it, then you lose.
Right,
but you can't lose while it's in play.
No.
It is great. And if you gain a life, you draw a card. It is awesome.
That's brilliant.
It really was.
Yeah, so I don't know. That card
that was pretty sweet. I wanted to see more players doing that action.
Kenji said he also did the Krosan Druid trick with it on stream.
Yeah.
And so maybe that card is cooler than we all gave it credit for.
Maybe it is.
One card that I saw a lot of and generally seemed to be better than I had ever assumed was Blood Tallow Candle.
Okay, that's my new card that I'm a huge, that's my card.
That's your card
my pick,
of the week.
That's my pick for most surprising good card.
Yes.
Where it's I didn't think that this card was good. You look at it and it's 6
Whatever.
mana to crack it. That's so expensive. But it's not in this format.
No, because it
6 mana is freaking nothing.
There's so many combat tricks too.
Yeah.
That are really good.
Yeah.
So what stops that? Blood Tallow Candle.
Oh, it's so good. And there's so many creatures. Lyra is a 5/5.
Yep.
Varric's Bladewing is a 4/4. It just Grun Unkicked is a 5/5. Cloud Reader Sphinx. There's just so many need to answer creatures that died to it. Oh, I love Blood Tallow Candle.
Yeah.
And I saw tons of players playing it.
It was everywhere.
Because you just need so much removal in this format. And it's hey, you can play this in any color deck.
Yeah. And
it's great.
There was lots and lots of bombs in Dominaria. The good news is there are common ways to answer them, and Blood Tallow Candle is one of the all-stars at doing that. Draft, on the other hand, a lot of people are trying to draft super grindy decks, which you can do in draft as well. Mm-hmm. But turns out you can also draft a very aggressive deck.
Absolutely. And just walk all over
pew, 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 pew,
those grindier decks.
Run amok.
Sweet.
Run MVP.
Amok. Yeah, absolutely.
+3/+3 and trample 2 attacking creature. So watch out for that card.
I think Call the Cavalry is also a card that people have been talking about, but I feel is pretty key in some of the aggressive white strategies.
Yeah.
It's just it just is such a good go wide. You need more creatures to try and get through. IMO.
Yeah, you need those 2/2 pony boys, as you say.
Yeah, those 2/2 pony boys. So there were 4 drafters who went 6-0 in their drafts. Technically, one of them was 5-0-1 because he drew into the top 8.
Okay.
But of those, so that's 8 draft decks, right? That are 3-0. Yeah. 4 of them were black-white.
Really?
Yeah, which I thought was interesting. But they were all different kinds of white-black.
So some were trying to do the legendary thing.
Some are flyers. One of them, one hero to all of us, drafted 4 Yargles across his 2 drafts.
And played them all?
Yes. Was playing 2 Yargles in each of his draft decks.
Amazing.
On Sarah's Wings, obviously. So those were very much flyers and removal. Flyers and removal. Pretty solid combo so far, it seems.
Kenji, who was doing commentary with me, said green-white was his favorite color pair.
It seems good. It seems like a lot of players also really like that color pair. It seems really strong.
White being kind of the universally agreed on best color in the format.
Yeah.
A lot of people beating on red. They don't like red.
Yeah. I talked to Paul Rietzel, who was drafting on day 2, and he was saying that he doesn't really have a strong color preference. He ended up in red-black in his second draft, and he was it's probably my least favorite one, but I'm still totally fine being in it. So I don't know that it's as bad as back when we were
no.
Green and Battle for Zendikar, don't touch it.
No, not at all.
Not with a 10-foot pole.
So Dominaria, pretty cool. The guy who won it all, Professor.
Yeah, of engineering.
Wow.
Oh man, so I did a draft on Friday, a turbo draft, where you only get to play one match, which is the least satisfying thing that's ever happened.
Turbo draft.
Yeah, FYI, do them if you need to scratch the itch of drafting, but watch out, you'll want to play more games.
Because your deck was sweet. You sent me a picture of it.
I got past 3 Cavalry Pegasus.
That card's so good.
People
We should
just
mention
kept
that one
passing
too.
it to me.
Play Cavalry Pegasus.
Just play it. It's so good.
Every single deck.
But this was like the highlight of it for me was in pack 2. It like took me a while to land on green white, but I was pretty much there at the end of pack 1. And then in pack 2, I got a pretty late, I want to say like 4th pick Shauna.
Sure.
Which is the green white creature, and I was like, this is good. Like obviously I'm taking it right here, and it feels kind of late, and I'm getting past all these Cavalry Pegasi. And then in pack 3, I got past a Shauna late, and I mean like really late, but I already had one, and I looked at it and I was like, I think I can wheel this. I think that no one else at this table is green-white because it's a good card. Like, you want 2 of it. Even in your green-white deck, I'm making a bunch of Saprolings. Like, it's going to be a big creature. It's a great 2-drop. It's so good. And I can, like, make it fly with these Cavalry Pegasus. Pegasus. We've been here before, haven't we?
I think we have.
Like we have.
Just a mere moments ago.
And I did. And I don't mean like I wheeled it early where it was in my first pack and I was like, I'll get this back. I mean, I got it back second to last.
Yes.
The person on my right passed me 2 cards and I was like, the Shauna is in here. And I pick it up and sure enough it was.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was the first time that I ever had a read on a whole table and no one being in my color pair. Like just
Sick. So you got hooked up.
Yeah, it was great. I was like, no one is going to take this. I wish that I had been able to play 3 rounds with it. But you know what? It scratched the itch of wanting to pick up cards and draft them.
Yeah.
But boy, I wanted to make more pony friends fly with their pony friends, Pegasus. Cavalry Pegasus.
Cavalry Pegasus, Knight of Nubenalia, loves to fly too. That little 2-drop 3/1. But Shauna heading to the skies.
Yeah.
That's big.
There were
game.
times when she was like a 10-10. It was great. Great. I played 2 Blood Tallow Candle in that deck.
And yeah, there it is. Blood Tallow Candle. Get in.
Solid.
2 of them.
Solid. What is this card?
What is this card?
What is this card? So we're going to talk about some cards where we're just like, what is this card?
Yeah.
So Maria.
Yeah.
What's your first what card?
My first card I want to just talk about is Drudge Sentinel.
Drudge Sentinel?
What is this card? It's
How dare it?
2/1 for 3?
Ugh.
It's a skeleton?
Worse.
But it doesn't have regenerate because they're not doing regenerate anymore. It has indestructible if you pay 3?
Since when is a skeleton indestructible? Tell that to all the hospital bones that I made when I broke my bones.
I thought you were going to say something completely different. Tell that to all the bones in museums. You're not indestructible.
That's right.
You'll be
bones in museums.
You have a half-life.
That's like chemicals.
And you know what else?
What?
You're a 2/1? In what universe aren't you a 1/2 Drudge Sentinel?
Ugh.
In my mind, you're a 1/2 because that's usually what regenerating skeletons are, unless I'm totally crazy.
No, I don't think you are. And do you know what?
Ugh.
Drudge Sentinel, just because you can become indestructible doesn't mean that you can't be carbon dated.
That's right, Drudge Sentinel.
So keep that in mind.
What is this card?
What is it? Our next card is... Our next card is Song of Frailties. What is this card?
What is this card? A 2-mana saga?
What? It's just, oh man, all 3 chapters are just a bonkersville?
Oh, what?
Oh, look, all of my creatures that I've played make mana so that I can cast every single creature in my hand.
Oh, what?
Every single creature in my hand?
What do you have to do for chapter 3? You have to set up some really complicated thing and then go off and think about your attack?
Oh my goodness. Oh no, this battle is about to get very complicated. Should I attack? I don't know. Will I lose my creatures?
You won't, because they're all indestructible.
They're all indestructible. indestructible.
What is this card?
Oh man, does it at least wear off eventually? Because they'll become smaller later on? No, they get +1/+1 counters.
What is this card?
What is this card?
You know, what is this card? Arvad the Cursed. What is this
Arvad.
card? He's just a sad, moody, emo vampire who's sad that he got vamped. Well, guess what? This is your life now, Arvad. Deal with it.
Someday, you're going to be in your own novel, and you're going to be the questionable protagonist of it, and you're just going to have to deal with that.
And it's not going to be a very good book either, Arvad.
Death Touch and Lifelink? Guess what?
Get out of here.
Those two things are opposites and shouldn't be in text next to each other.
You have an illness. You have an illness and it's being dumb. Arvad the Cursed, what is this card? Does there somebody who's cursed always have to be on the Weatherlight? Weatherlight, come on! Come on, where does it say in your contract that you need a cursed person on you?
That's right.
Dangerous.
Next card.
Next card.
Card! What is this card?
What is this?
You mean that in any limited format, I'm going to come up across every single copy of it that was opened because it will be in every single deck in the pool that it was opened in because it has no colors in its casting cost?
What is this card?
What is? Oh, it's just a planeswalker I can always play in my deck no matter what?
What is this card?
You mean that I committed hard to green black in my draft and then I open it and pack 3 and it's a mythic planeswalker and I can just take it?
What is this card?
What is this card?
No matter what, you always are getting card advantage, but for some reason, you don't like it when I call it Karn advantage?
That's right.
What is this card?
What
Get a
is
sense of
this
humor,
card?
robot.
Robot.
What's our next card?
Multani.
Multani, what is this card?
What is this card? You just don't die
You just come back?
again and again. And what is it with your power and toughness getting bigger the more I flood? Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If my my opponent is flooding, but they're still going to win the game because they have a Multani in play, and my Eviscerate isn't going to do anything.
I need to exile you? Wait a second.
What?
There's only 2 cards that exile this format?
2 cards, 3 cards that exile, technically.
What is this card?
3 cards that exile.
Seal away, Blessed Light, and a third one.
Settle the score.
That's it.
I'd like to settle your score, Multani.
I could syncopate you, I guess.
That's right.
But you probably have so many lands you could pay for
Once
it.
cast a Multani and it got syncopated. That was the worst play I've made yet in Dominaria Limited.
Multani, you're just too good, so get out of my format.
What is this card? And that is your introduction to the segment, What is this card?
If you have a card you'd like to nominate for What is this card, please use the hashtag
What is this card?
$10 tires.
For $10.
Guess what?
What?
Chicken butt.
Oh, I fell for that one.
Also, ultrapro.com.
Guess what? What? UltraPro.com. Take that joke to your F&M and use it.
Hey, thank you, Ultra Pro, for being a sponsor of the show. You're really super extra great, and your
Yes.
gear is awesome.
Oh, look at this.
Look at this horse.
Look at this horse. Look at this horse. We're holding right here one of their card binders that has, it's like the Joyra Teferi and Karn art on the front.
So pretty.
It's just so flippin' pretty. I
Yeah.
can't handle it.
And these ones are new over here.
That's right. These they're so
They're
soft.
premium pro benders here.
Yes, they're like, they're
feels
soft.
so
It makes you
silky.
feel like a business professional.
You're a business professional magic
When
player.
These binders are for business professionals. So if you want to feel like a business professional
Yeah.
without spending business professional amounts of money, head on over to ultrapro.com.
Yeah, and if you want the Dominaria map as a playmat, they've got that. I know a lot of people have been
Great.
wanting that. So.
And there's Karn too.
Yeah,
I
and Karn.
love the Karn art. It's
really cool.
So good.
Yeah, they sent us this giant playmat that you're seeing on our table right
Yeah.
here if you're watching the video.
Or if you've watched our battle deck
Our
videos.
battle deck videos, yeah, it's
Ugh,
really cool.
it's great.
They've got tons of cool stuff over there. It's
Go
worth it
there.
to just like spend a few minutes checking out their cool swag.
Yeah. All the art.
Yeah, love it.
Nice.
Ultrapro.com.
It's time for Flavortex Theater presents
Door-to-Door Salesperson.
That's right. We're going to have the other player guess which card we are as we give them a pitch as though that card were a door-to-door salesman.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Me too. What are we going to be sold today, I wonder?
The days of people coming up to your door to sell your stuff are thankfully over.
What would
Except
you
for
do?
internet. Somebody tried to sell me internet at my door.
What?
Yeah, and they're like, hey, do you want to buy this kind of internet? And I'm like, how much is it a month? And they're like, 80 something. And I'm like, that's a funny joke because I currently pay $33 for my internet.
Yeah. I mean, people still try and sell Mormonism.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Door to door.
All right, here we go. Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, hello. I was just making a Jello salad.
Oh, hey, sorry. I'm just so, I'm so confused. I'm just, I came to sell you this, but honestly, my sales power is just not what it used to be. It's taken a big hit. I'm still pretty tough, but I'm just...
What's wrong? What happened?
Well, look, here, I'll sell you. You can draw a card.
I can draw a card?
You can draw a card. That's the best I can offer you. I'm sorry. I'm just
you
not
use-
as powerful as I used to
You
be.
used to be better.
I used to be more powerful.
So you could
but
say
now I'm not. But
You're like kind of a reprint.
yeah, I'm just like confused. I'm sorry.
All right. Confound. Get out of here. I mean, befuddle.
Yeah, I am. I'm very befuddled. Nice. That was a tough one.
Wow, I can't believe I got that one. All right. Ding dong.
Hello.
Hello, I am here to sell you the best armor in the realm. Would you like to buy it?
Oh, maybe like tell me about it, I guess.
Well, it's shiny, new, and can do, an okay amount of damage for the money you're gonna pay.
Oh, it's armor?
Well, I'm selling it. It's not really me. I'm not the armor, but
You're selling me armor?
Yes, when you're riding a horse, it'd be lovely to wear.
Wait, you're selling me armor. What you're selling me is armor.
Yes.
Oh, is it like can I just stab people with it good?
Well, you can stab people with me. I mean, wait, this is getting confusing.
This is getting confusing. Are you selling me the stabby thing or are you the stabby thing?
I'm not the stabby thing, but it would be in character for me to sell it to you, I suppose.
Oh, you're trying to sell me a stabby thing.
Yes, I've used it in my training, and now I no longer need it as I am a full-fledged member of, whatever, the King's Guard of whoever rules Dominaria.
Are you a knight?
I am.
Dominaria?
That's right!
Buy this stuff now or else.
What is it?
Buy 2 of them. If you buy 2 of them, I'll reduce the cost and I won't sell at you so hard.
You're selling at me really hard right now,
That's
and you're
right.
messing up
so
stuff.
mad.
my
I'm
desk.
so mad.
Why are you so mad?
Because I only have this one eye to see with.
Rampaging Cyclops, get out of here.
That's me. Oh no, that wasn't the card.
Oh, wasn't it?
I don't know where my card
You know where
went.
it went? Okay, well, if you get it again, then we'll put it away.
Yeah.
Hello! I'm not even going to ring your doorbell because I'm here to save you. Do you need saving today?
I don't, other knight.
No, I'm not a knight, but I'm here to save you in case someone tries to kill you, or perhaps...
Oh, are you an adamant will?
No!
What?
No! I'm a card that's really bad and you should never play me! But I'm here to save you!
But you're here to... Oh, are you like a healing salve, healing life?
No, not white at all. No, more of a bluish tint to me. I'm here to save you!
Oh, you're a rescue.
Yes.
My bad. You're rescue.
I'm just rescue. Oh, there it is. I found it. Oh my god. So freaked out.
Help me.
What's wrong?
Where do I put my undead hordes?
Your undead hordes?
Yes, I have so many undead hordes. If you pay this extra price, you can have them.
You know what? I usually let people into my house for tea, but Jasu Vest, you are specifically not invited. Ooh, it's foil.
Yeah, it's a foiled Jasu.
Oh gosh. Hey, there's 5 of us. Can we come into your house?
There's 5 of you?
There's 5 of us. You got real lucky, and there's 5 of us. Normally, you'd get none. Ding dong.
Hello.
Hi, there's 5 of us. Can we come into your house?
There's 5 of you?
Ding dong. Oh, sorry, there's only 1 of me, but that's probably what you could count on. Ding dong. Oh, there's none of us. None of us here at all. I don't know why you put me in your deck, but you sure did. You were hopeful. You were hopeful there'd be at least 1 to 2 of us historic
1 to 2 of you.
things that would show up. But I'm more of a constructed playable.
Am I boarding the weather
Yes,
light?
you are.
Oh, God.
Bird, a bird. But what bird?
Look into my skull-like head and my spindly arms.
Easter glider.
It is Easter glider.
Oh, there's the sound of a scratching branch against your door in the middle of the night.
Hello?
We're the trees in your yard, and we want to sell you a pile of dirt.
Grow from ashes?
Don't forget, we have reach. A lot of people forget that. All of us, we're all here. All of your trees are here. And we're saying we have reach, and we're ready to
Sylvan
attack
Awakening?
if you want. Yeah.
That's an easy thing to forget. I sure forgot it once.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Knock, knock.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh.
I've taken away and hidden what you already use, but you'd like to use it again, wouldn't you?
I mean, I would, yeah.
Yes, well, I've taken it away and you can use it again. And if you spend enough mana, you can have me take away the things that you haven't used yet, but then also I'll give them to you later.
This sounds like
still
a
use them.
bad deal.
Oh, I mean, if you use the first, if you take my first offer, it's a very good deal. Where I take away
Master of
forever.
the Pearl Trident?
No, I take away forever. I hide away, I exile a thing that you have already spent, so that you may spend it again.
Gosh. I don't remember. What is this card?
Look at this orb that I hold in my hand.
Opt.
And how I sort of always look at myself in the mirror and think that I'm Prince.
Think that you're Prince?
That I'm
In a
Prince.
mirror?
I look in a mirror and
And
I
you
think
look
that I'm
like
Prince.
Prince?
I feel that I look like Prince.
I don't know which card looks
I'm
like Prince.
Rona, disciple of Yik.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever looked at her? She looks kind of
Yeah,
like Prince.
yeah, I can see it.
IMO.
I can see it.
Also, I feel like she just has
one's
it's part how she looks, but it's part her vibe. She's got a real Prince vibe.
Yeah, she kind of does.
Yeah. Anyways.
I'm tapping on your door with my pickaxe.
With your axe?
My pickaxe.
Skirk prospector,
Yep,
get out of
yep.
here.
That was easy.
Oh, do you have a place for me and my friends?
Is this Kittering Survey?
No.
Oh. Chittering rats!
Yes.
Yes. Yay, chittering
Rat colony.
Rat colony, that's it. I'm here and I brought 2 friends.
Oh, call the cavalry, you can get out.
No.
Sergeant at arms.
Yes.
Move it.
It was one of the 2.
It certainly was. I really like kicking Sergeant at arms.
It's great.
It's a good feeling.
I mean, 2 soldiers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of chumping grun.
Yeah, Grun, you don't have trample. Get over here.
which is sometimes just what they do.
We saw somebody attack for 20 with Grun.
And they won.
And they
Their
won.
opponent was at 19.
Yeah,
They attacked for 20 with grun. Great.
it was great.
Beautiful.
I just want to... Oh, where did I put it?
I don't know what you're even looking for.
The shirt.
Oh,
It's over there. Well, just imagine for a second,
Imagine
if you
that
will.
right here in front of us, we are holding a shirt.
A shirt. It's
The
a...
beautiful rainbow planeswalker shirt.
Yay! We have one to give away.
Yay! It's amazing.
Yes.
You can go and purchase your own. It is a fundraiser
Mm-hmm.
for the Lambert House. And it is It is delightful. It is great. It is wonderful. It is a beautiful shirt.
Yeah, and you can find a link to how you can buy one for yourself. They have lady sizes too, and in the show notes for this or underneath the video.
That is right.
But we're giving one away, and if you want a chance to enter, should we just throw it in with the Gleam giveaway?
That's right.
Okay. So also beneath this video or in the show notes is a link that you can hit to enter to win our Flavortex Theater cards from this month, as well as a bunch of swag and a sweet Rainbow Planeswalker shirt for
you
supporting
could
Lambert
have
House.
this foiled Josu vest.
That's a good card.
Josu?
I don't know. I still don't know.
Well, okay.
I should know. But yeah, that'll be included with cards we opened last episode and a bunch of sweet swag from Ultra Pro and Card Kingdom. So yeah, be sure you do that.
Do it.
Thank you, everybody who supports the show on patreon.com/MTAcast. You're all a member of our family. And if you haven't supported us up until this point and you've been listening for a long time, I highly encourage you to consider pledging your support for as little as $1.25 an episode if you want to think about it that way, because it means a lot to us. And if we give anything to your life, it would really mean something to us if you gave just a little something back to let us know that you're out there, you're listening, and you appreciate what we do.
Just a little bit back.
Yeah. And thank you to Card Kingdom for being our amazing sponsor. Head to cardkingdom.com/MTAcast for all of your magic needs. Anything you need, that's just the place to go.
That's right.
And let us know about those tires.
Yeah. Please.